Welcome back to Blog Access 101. I'm your host, Young Abachi. This is episode 132. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify channel by searching Blog Access 101. I'm here today with my co-host, LR. What up, LR?
What's good?
Not much, brother. Man, I went and seen Black Panther this past Thursday. It was a good joint. I don't know if you saw it yet, so I ain't gonna go into.
Oh yeah, I saw it first day, but yeah, that movie was crazy. A lot of storyline, more storyline than I expected because the first one was a lot of action, but definitely a good movie. Hopefully, everybody go see it.
Oh yeah, good job, good job. We ain't gonna do no spoilers, but man,
Nope.
no, that's it. Sorry, man. Let's jump into the first topic, man. You know, I'm a big Chargers fan. My man Disney Channel, aka Justin Herbert, got his weapons back. Big Mike, and pause, and and Keenan Allen. I feel like I've been telling people all the time. Obviously, well, to me, all my Justin Herbert fantasy football owners over there. This is great for us getting his weapons back. He's been playing with child's play or kitty litter these past few weeks. No disrespect to Josh Palmer and the tight end Everett. What's the other guy? I don't even know the other guy. Wide receiver.
Oh,
But you got his big.
because they give it to Eckler a lot.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
talking
but
about Eckler.
Eckler, please do something today because last week you almost damn near made me. Well, I think he did make me lose one of my picks. But anyway, Justin Herbert got his weapons back at the right time, about to go into a shootout tonight against the Chiefs. You know how I feel. You guys are big Chiefs fans. I feel like they're going to go and win tonight against Kansas City if everybody's fully healthy, as they're claiming they are. But what do you think about them getting his weapons back? Do you think this fixes his production? Because he was playing a little bit iffy these last few weeks without him. Obviously he had to utilize Joshua Palmer. What was he getting? Like, I think he had 2 back-to-back weeks in fantasy when he only had 13 points. So getting Keenan Allen and
Terrible.
Keenan Allen and Michael Williams should easily get him back into that at minimum 25 or 24, 25 range, in my opinion, or at least over 20. But what you think about that?
I think I had to see how they played today, but in the future, I think the Chargers offense is going to be back to like close to unstoppable, but that doesn't help them too much because their defense is pretty poor. I mean, not because they had the right players at the beginning of the season, but the injuries has really just tore that whole defense apart. So even like this is what that Chargers have to do. They have to win shootouts. So they needed Allen back. They needed Mike Williams back. But we got to see how they're going to produce now because there's going to be rust. The timing is going to be off. And
That's
I'm
what you
sure
hope.
they're going to get tired. Like Keenan Allen's been going for, I think, 5-6 weeks. Oh, I mean, it was Chiefs all day. I didn't care who was coming back.
Oh my
I knew
goodness.
I was going Chiefs today. There was no doubt in my mind. It was Chiefs all day today. But in the future, I think the Chargers will probably start living up to their potential that we thought they would be in the beginning of the season.
I still predict them to win the AFC West as I did at the beginning of the season.
I hope you don't have that betted.
Bro, first of all, it was looking good early on in the season until everybody wanted to get injured on the Chargers offense. They're only 2 games out of it. When they beat Kansas City tonight, they're gonna be 1 game behind. I like my chances here, buddy. I won't let your negative energy stop it.
I mean, did you look at the Chiefs' schedule? Like, there's no more losses. So even if
I did
technically a
not.
miracle happens and they lose today, they don't have any more losses on their schedule unless you say they're going to lose to like the Bengals. But the
I can
Bengals are
see it
missing
when they play the
defensive
Bengals.
players too. I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Oh, that's all I
I remember I
needed.
was looking at the schedule yesterday.
Jamar Chase should be back. I like my chances. We saw what
Yeah.
the Bengals did to the Chiefs last year with Jamar Chase. Oh baby.
You mean when they went down 18?
And as young Jesus would say, and then what?
Oh my God. And then the Chiefs took their foot off the gas.
They play the Rams though. That's the Rams could go. I mean, you never know. This is football.
I wish Rod was here. The Rams are trash.
Hey, I got some losable games. The Chiefs is not an easy. I mean, the Seahawks is not a knockoff game.
If the Buccaneers can throw all over the Seahawks, then I know Pat Mahomes could do the same. And no one talks about this Tony pickup. Like when they got Tony, that pretty much took their offense to another level because he's pretty much the guy that they needed. And
It was a
as long
cute
as he
pickup.
stays healthy,
They got a great value Tyreek Hill. Congratulations. I wouldn't even give him
that's
great
what they
value.
needed.
So, more like Dollar Tree. But
I mean, they needed a fast guy that they could throw it to, that could create those mismatches that Tyreek Hill used to do, and they got him in Tony, and they got him for basically nothing. And now they have all the weapons they need. I mean, Juju has to come back healthy, but now the Chiefs actually have a legit offense. Before it was just Pat Mahomes being great. Now it's like real legit offense.
yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying. But I still got the Bills coming out of the AFC. That hasn't changed, even though they've been playing weird these last few weeks. Just finding a way they're literally finding a way to lose. I don't know how they do it. Kind of crazy. But I'm still got the Bills come out the AFC. NFC is a toss up, but I said it to somebody. I would hate to say it, but I could see the Eagles going.
Yeah, because I don't know who's tossing because I see the Eagles and no one else in the NFC.
Vikings are on a tear, even though y'all beat them. But if y'all don't play them at home, you could be in trouble.
Yeah, we're gonna get number 1 seed.
No,
We're
you're
gonna
not.
play them at home.
Still got to play us again, and we're definitely going to beat y'all.
Are y'all gonna beat the Vikings? Because that only helps us.
Great question. I'm glad you brought that up. Trayvon Diggs listed as top 5 wide receiver in the NFL, and Justin Jefferson was not on that list. I don't know what the hell he's
Crazy.
thinking, but it's finna get ugly tonight. So it's going to depend on that matchup. And I think Justin Jefferson goes over for 200 yards today. Bold
Well,
prediction.
you want that because that's who your fantasy guy is.
I
But
definitely
I
do.
I,
I took
I do think
Minnesota
that
in the teaser too with the plus I think what are they down? I think it's +7, the teaser, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, FanDuel gave some offer. Bills win, Chiefs win, and then Vikings +7.5. So I took that easily.
You did the teaser or you did it straight up? I mean straight.
No, that was just like a FanDuel like special.
Oh yeah, FanDuel's blessing, holiday spirit here.
Yeah.
But oh no, it's +9. Actually, it's +9 for the teaser. Now that I'm looking at it. But yeah, man, so we'll see how that matchup goes. But let's jump to our next topic with Kawhi. You think it's time for him to retire?
No, because coming back from the injury that he's coming back from is not as easy as people think. I mean, I know he's injury prone, but look, let's list it. Kawhi is the greatest part-time player ever. And as
Oh,
long as
Kyrie entered the chat.
Kawhi's better than Curry,
Oh
but
my God.
as long as he gets healthy in the playoffs and can play like 30 minutes a game in the playoffs, that's all that matters. And Kawhi knows that. I'm pretty certain Kawhi does not care about the regular season. That's why he does all these maintenance days and sits all these games out. He's pretty much just telling the Clippers, hey, just get to the playoffs. And when it's playoff time, I'll be able to do what I got to do. This is all pretty much like preseason for him. And I think when he is like, if he gets to the playoffs healthy and everything with his knee will be strengthened and stronger, um, I think he's going to be a force that we all know Kawhi to be. But I mean, regular season doesn't matter to some teams, and the Clippers are one of the teams where regular season is not that important. And as long as you have a healthy Kawhi and healthy PG, because he got injured, PG got hurt yesterday. The Clippers are still going to be a
Oh,
force.
how shocking.
And that's why Kawhi doesn't take regular season serious because he's not trying to get hurt in games that don't matter.
But yeah, man, Clippers always know how to get some players that's injured, man. Paul George, man, epitome of injury prone. Well, I'm sorry, Kawhi is definitely taking that job role from him. But yeah, man, it's just even when he started when he with the Spurs, he had to kept doing that load management injury stuff. Popovich don't even do that. So I mean, but now it's like, man, you keep getting injured every other year. It's like, you got a ring, you got a couple rings. I mean, I feel like at this point, it's like, what else you got to prove?
He
You can
wants
stay
to win
healthy.
one for the Clippers. He wants to prove that his move to the Clippers was the right decision. I know he saw the Lakers win. He wants to win too, just for LA.
Oh, I mean, now it looks like the right move, but back then it definitely was not the right move.
It 100% wasn't the right move, but I understood why he did it. He wanted to be the star to bring a title to LA, and I get it. You wanted to be the top star. And even though he's a part-time player, if he in the playoffs, he'll still be the top star of the Clippers, and he could still be the guy that leads them to a title.
Oh my goodness, I don't see it happening.
Let's look at Clay. Look at Clay. No offense to Clay, but like he's shooting like terribly, and he can't do half the stuff that Kawhi can do. And look at how down his numbers are. If there's someone that needs to rest more, it's probably Clay. He needs to take his breaks and get his game back. But like Kawhi is doing the smart thing. He's easing himself into the season, not putting too much pressure on himself. Whereas I'm sure Clay is getting upset and it's taking a mental toll as well as physical toll. And he even couldn't even practice during the offseason because he said it had a mental block on him not wanting to get injured again.
Yeah.
Kawhi is able to play and do all this stuff, but he's just like, I'm going to take games off, relax. And if I feel anything, I'm not going to play through it. I get it. I agree.
Bro, but he had like 2 seasons when he had like over 70. He missed like 70 more games. Obviously last year, and then was it 2017, 2018 season?
Yeah.
I mean, bro. And then what, 2021, he missed 20. I mean, obviously that's not a lot. I mean, well, that was when they had it 72, because shout out to COVID. But it's just, man, it's like sometimes players try to prolong their career. When I'm like, you only just debilitating yourself for life after sports, where now you crippled because you want to keep playing, knowing your body was deteriorating. And instead of saying, "Hey, I'm gonna retire," I did what I needed to do in my career. I'm gonna try to play through it, and then people saying, "Oh, like media people like, oh, he's so heroic," but then 10 years later, Lonnie like, I don't know why he walks like that. I can tell you why he walks like that, because he stayed in the game too fucking long and he should have retired. And this is clearly like the shit with not with us with Kawhi. And I'm like, just bro, you're not winning with the Clippers. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you want to play somewhere, you probably gotta go somewhere else if you want to win one more. But at this point, it's probably like, I'm gonna just retire.
You don't think he can win with this Clippers team? This Clippers team is loaded. I
I
think
don't
if they play defense the right way and they're starting to gel, I think that they can win a title. He won a title in Toronto off when he was on one leg. If he could do that in Toronto on one leg, if he keeps his legs fresh for the playoffs, he
I
can
mean,
definitely win a
he
title.
beat a cripple. He beat a cripple Warriors team. So I mean, that was one of that.
True.
So, but I mean, you got lucky at the right time. So, I mean, unfortunately, anyway, my fault, Clay. Kitty, but hey, it is what it is. But
That's
yeah,
definitely
I
true.
don't see them. I don't see them coming out of the West for sure. Surprisingly, Utah is 12-6. I don't understand why. I shout out to my guy Malik Beasley, though, fantasy guru right there, G. but
They should,
they trade their best players away and end up being number one seed. So thus far, crazy world we live in. 2022 people.
got they got my guy Laurie Markkinen,
Oh yeah,
best draft pick ever.
you took him.
Yeah, and I got him in both leagues.
Damn, that's crazy. What was I about to say? Yeah, so I don't see him come out the West. Obviously you got the Sun that's still 9-6 with CP. Chris Paul injured. I mean, but that's like, yeah, that's like I'm shocked that he got injured again. Who else? Portland is just a shocker. That's just well, obviously Dame Lillard stay healthy, I guess. But I didn't think that with that lineup, Nurkic was injured. I didn't really think Jeremy Grant was going to move the needle. But obviously shout out to my guy Josh Hart, Nova Nation. But so that team is playing pretty well thus far. Even without, obviously they lost McCollum last year. Anthony Simmons was obviously, he definitely got the benefit of when they traded McCollum, and he's been playing stellar thus far off of that. But yeah, it's a weird thing. The Warriors are struggling. I mean, we knew the Lakers were going to struggle. I had them in 8th at best. I probably draw for even having them in 8.
Wait, I thought no, you had them fifth. I had them 8, and you were like, "Wow, you disrespected the Lakers."
Oh, way to correct me, buddy.
Yeah, I knew they were going to be bad. I'm mad that I put them 8th. I should have made them miss the playoffs.
That would have been a great move. Remember, somebody did that last year, picked the Lakers and not make the playoffs. They
Yeah,
should have doubled back.
I just didn't believe in the Blazers. And I mean, technically, I still don't believe in the Blazers. There's still time for them to start losing. But I forgot that Anthony Simons, the area where he's better than CJ is that he shoots threes, and he shoots threes better than CJ does, and CJ is more mid range. So whenever you get an offense and you're trading twos for threes, your offense is obviously going to improve. And then Jeremy Grant is not bad, so I can see why the offensive improvement happens. But I don't know. Long season, I don't think the Blazers make the playoffs still.
Wow. You heard it here first. LR just calling them out. Let's jump to the next topic. I don't know if you watched the game Friday night. Bulls played the Magic. Obviously, I think Zach LaVine was shooting like 1 for 14. Billy Donovan made the smart decision to pulling them and bringing somebody else. I was at IU. I'm just calling Ayo. And I thought it was a smart move. Obviously, you star player and you think you're supposed to be in the game, but if you're playing like shit, any smart, logical thinking coach would pull you out. And like this person obviously doesn't have it tonight. Let's pull this person out and put somebody else in and see if we can make a move. And they was up 4 late in the game when they took him out. And then, Jalen Suggs hit that clutch 3 because, Vucevic wanted to miss free throws and it was turned back to Orlando, even though he was a former Sixer. Still mad we got rid of him. But
oh yeah, y'all folded.
that shit was crazy. I knew he was going to become good. And then we traded him for Andrew Bynum. Unbelievable. But back to LaVine. I don't understand when players get mad and try to, I guess, publicly humiliate the coach saying it was a bad move. No, it wasn't. You shoot 1 for 14, bro. Sit your dumb ass down. I can understand if you get pulled for something dumb like a couple of turnovers or something like that. But if you shoot 1 for 14 the entire game, I don't know why you were still in the game in the first place.
Exactly.
So the fact that you're mad about that, you need to be mad at yourself that you was playing like horseshit. And work on being more consistent because DeRozan had 41 that game and they still lost. If anything, you should be like, I apologize for letting my teammates down for me playing horrible instead of complaining about why the coach took you out of the game because you were playing horrible. But what you think about that?
I think it was a mixture. Like he was playing bad offensively, and I feel like there was some defensive breakdowns that he made too. And I was like, oh yeah, Zach LaVine is going to lose on this game, and I think more coaches should do that. Like I remember, well, in this game, I understood, and I was like actually like shocked that Billy Donovan actually took him out because I was like, oh, this is a surprise because I didn't think he was going to do it. But when he did it, I was like, this makes sense. I was like, oh, the Bulls are definitely going to win now. And of course, it just took some big shots by like the Magic and especially Jalen Suggs. That step back was ill. But I think it was completely the right decision. Like if you look at like plus minus, Zach LaVine was minus 19. That was by far the worst number on the Bulls. So he was the reason that the game was even close because, like you said, DeMar DeRozan was killing. And it was his misses, his bad transition defense, his bad defense in general. Like all those things put together, like you have to sit down. And like some days you just don't have it. It's cool. Like yesterday I went to play basketball. I didn't have it. I played 2 games. I was like, yeah, I don't have it today. And I told my homie, I was like, yeah, I'm going home. Like some days you just you don't have it. So like it's cool to just sit down and just, get ready for the next time that it's time to hit the court.
Yeah. But playing something like that, they be in these feelings, especially in this era. People be like, "Why they take me out?" But
Yeah, they got too much pride.
yeah, man. Except not enough pride to stop playing like horseshit. But
Exactly.
but yeah, it's just like hopefully, maybe this is light a fire under and to say, man, let me step up my game so the Bulls become a good team because they're not a bad team. They just obviously waiting on Lonzo to come back. Could probably take what, February, if that. And I'm just being generous with the February, I guess.
Yeah, I feel bad for Lonzo, but hopefully he does come back better than ever. But yeah, who knows when Lonzo's really gonna come back?
Hopefully in January, sir, because Lord knows I need him on my fantasy team.
Oh, I forgot that.
Let's jump to week 11 picks. I guess I'll start it off. Yo, I took Green Bay on Thursday night. Thought they were gonna win. Start off a little hot streak. I was wrong. I took taking Ravens over the Panthers, taking the Bears over the Falcons, Bills over the Browns, Giants over the Lions, Rams over the Saints, Jets over the Patriots, Eagles over the Colts, Commanders over the Texans, Broncos over the Raiders, Bengals over Steelers. This is a toss-up here, but I'm taking Cowboys over the Vikings. Might regret that. I'm taking Chargers over Chiefs, taking 49ers over Cardinals, and that's it.
I had the Titans on Thursday because I know the Packers suck. No matter what they did to the Cowboys, I knew that I'm going to continuously pick against the Packers because they're not a good team. I'm going to do the same thing with the Bucks. I don't care that they won against Geno Smith. I'm going to pick against the Bucks all the time too. For this Sunday, I got Eagles over the Colts, but that's obvious. I have the Saints over the Rams because the Rams offense doesn't have Cooper Cup and they rely all the way on Cooper Cup. So now it's not making sense why they think the Rams aren't going to get blown out. I have the Falcons over the Bears because last 2 weeks I was heavy on the Bears and they've disappointed me both times. I'm done believing in their defense. Their offense is really good, but their defense is just terrible. So I got the Falcons exploiting that. I have Commanders over Texans. I hate picking NFC East teams to win. I have the Patriots over the Jets because some reason the Patriots own the Jets, even though Tom Brady is gone. So I can't go against that. Got Giants over the Lions. Another NFC East pick. Yuck. I got Ravens over the Panthers. I got Bills over the Browns slightly because I think the Browns make it a more competitive game. I got Broncos over the Raiders, but that's really just two bad teams that I care nothing about. I have Bengals over the Steelers, and this is the Bengals' revenge game. They remember the first game of the season, so the Bengals have to come out with some pride. I have Cowboys losing to the Vikings because there's no way a team that won 8 in a row and is home should be an underdog against a team that just got exploited against a bad Packers team. It just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like this is Vegas telling everyone pick the Cowboys, knowing the Vikings is going to win. So I went against the public, and I'm going with the Vikings. I have Chiefs over the Chargers, but that's only because I really think the Chargers are going to have um, some rust come into play, and their defense has just been shackled. So I think the Chiefs take advantage of it, get out to like 14-0 lead, and then just coast from there. And I have the Niners over the Cardinals, but the Niners are going to be a really good team. I know I dismiss a lot of teams in the NFC East. I mean, in the NFC in general, but it's a strong conference, and I think there's going to be a lot of tough games in the playoffs. And I think the Niners are going to be one of the toughest outs come playoff time, even though Jimmy G is terrible.
Yeah, man, I'm having a tough predicament here, man. They just cleared Mark Andrews' play today. I had to sit my guy Cole Kmet. He's been on fire. I'm trying to figure out though why he look like that. I can try to figure out.
Because I play you. I needed that guy to sit.
I'm trying to figure out, do I want to play Kmet over Garrett Wilson? But Wilson went off last time he played the Patriots. I'm in a predicament here. Hey,
I
man,
ain't saying nothing.
you know that trade in that league yet?
Vito, what trade?
That trade between was a week 2 despair. Man, try to get. I told Gabe, why are you giving up Geno Smith for Jacoby Myers? I'm like, bro, he don't even play Jacoby Myers.
Oh, no, I didn't veto it.
That was a weird trade. I was talking right about that shit. I'm like, this is an odd trade.
I mean, Gabe made it.
Oh, he sent it?
Well, I don't know who sent it. Probably week 2 despair because his quarterback is Jared Goff. I think it's Jared Goff.
He was one of
So, I
actually had
mean,
a blockbuster game winning trade here, and they just want to say nope.
yeah, his quarterback is Jared Goff and Tom Brady. So, like,
I don't know why he need a
if
quarterback
y'all
though.
let him, Jared Goff and Tom Brady, nah.
I'm
When
taking.
I have Josh Allen,
I'm looking at. I don't really see his team going that far anyway. Regardless, but
oh, they're on a roll. I mean, he played Big Worm, and I'm trying to figure out why Big Worm has 4 quarterbacks and just spent $10 to get Danny on Saturday. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
he said, "Man, I'm trying to get the best players each week by any means necessary."
Yeah, he's a wild man.
Oh, he got. Oh, well, big one.
Bro, he got 4 quarterbacks.
What's oh, that's right. Easy money sniper the one. He must have gave up. That's cool though. Not playing week
He
14.
gave up, but he wouldn't give me Kenneth. So I am so lost.
He said, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to make your team better."
Right, the haters.
Oh,
It's
I know.
hard
Get
being
me
a one.
started. I said Tony. I said Lenny for Tony Pollard, bro. That was an even trade. And then I did Damian Harris for DeAndre Swift. But hey, I feel like if I'm giving you a good player, I should get 2 in return.
Oh my God. My thing is, no one wants to see a good team get better. Like that's how it is.
It's hater, man. Like damn, like y'all could have been happy for me. Like, damn, this is a good trade by Rob. I should probably say job well done. No, they say veto.
I'm happy for week 2 despair, and you vetoed his. So it's crazy. It's crazy out here.
I promise you, everybody's ready to get veto with me after that shit.
Oh wow. So you're just vetoing. You're vetoing just the veto.
I don't care if they trade apple for tomatoes. I'm vetoing that shit.
Okay, that's wild.
Well, yeah, man, we play this week in fantasy, man. Got a few guys on bye weeks, but we'll definitely see each other again in Chip.
I'll be there. I don't know who I'll
Oh
see
my,
there.
oh my, yeah, this man always. Who did you see last time?
In the fantasy football, it wasn't you. I didn't play you last year in the
Oh,
championship.
I'm talking about just recent championship.
I don't know because I won.
Oh my god, 6
Never
5.
matters.
This guy said, "Yo, did you see them trophies? I posted in the little fancy trophy, Jones. Nice.
What fantasy trophies?
I put in the chat between
Wait,
me.
do I get a fantasy trophy this year?
Yeah, it's not, the arrogance in this guy is crazy. No, but we ain't
Let's
vote.
go.
We can. I mean, we gotta probably do it like $5 a person or something.
Uh, it'll be $14 a person, my guy. Unless you're getting a bad one.
I was gonna get the chair drawing unless you want it because the big drawing I like it, but I'm like, why you gotta put all these other names on there? Well, you don't have to, I guess, but
That's the names of my victims.
oh my god, I am done.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'll always add extra money to anything, knowing I'm going to get a trophy out of it because I'm gonna win anyway. So it doesn't bother me.
I'll put it in the chat, you bum. But oh yeah, you want to add anything else?
Of course, go Eagles all day, every day. 1 o'clock, big game. Bounce back from last week. Can't wait.
Oh my goodness. Dak Prescott, please show up today.
Dak Prescott, it doesn't matter if you show up. It's a win-win. No matter who wins that game for
Oh
me.
my god.
I'm going to enjoy watching that game.
Oh boy. Appreciate you coming out, brother.
All right. Put your Eagles hat on. It's about to be a show.
No, thank you.